Hey guys, it's another video of the Sony 900E. This is a 4K Blu-ray Pacific Rim, full screen. In my previous videos I had spoken a little bit about how the 900E lacked that punch of the 940E and of the KS9800. Didn't have that torching brightness that makes you squint at the screen. And while that's really impressive once in a while when you're watching a movie to look at, I'm not sure how functional that really is. The TV is definitely growing on me. I'm actually going to unpack the 940E because I have it for another week and kind of put them not next to each other, but start running some more tests on it in regards to its TV or movie performance. The 940E 75-inch variant, if that's what you want to get just for movies, I would highly recommend it. It's a tremendous display. At 75 inches, it's also much cheaper than Samsung's comparable line. Very similar to last year's 940D. The TV did struggle with motion in movies as well. If you really are a big fan of that soap opera effect, some people love to engage it all the way. It does have an interesting look. There are more artifacts on the 940E than there are on the 900. So what a lot of us are trying to determine is the correct balance between performance, price, functionality, and picture quality. So I failed to mention in my earlier videos, the 900E that I have is 75 inches. If you're in the market for TVs that are smaller, say 65, then that opens up a whole group of TVs you can choose from. The 930E, Samsung's offerings, the OLEDs. So it's much more competitive down there. It's also much cheaper in regards to the 900E. But if you're in the market for a 75-inch, like I've been for the last year, your choices are much more limited. I won't be going back to the Samsung line. I had way too many problems last year with them. And I won't go back to an edge-lit display. The 930E from Sony is interesting because it is edge-lit, but apparently acts very much like a full array. But the video that I'm showing you now, the 900E, it does look nice, and those brights are bright. The HDR in this movie is well represented, and it does pop. Just not as much as the flagships. However, I will tell you the flagship displays are not perfect, and they are significantly more expensive. The 940E is almost $2,000 more than this TV here. So I'm not sure that for a little bit of brightness, is it worth a couple $1,000s. And unfortunately, guys, we have to start treating displays like you do any other appliance. You don't keep them for 10 years anymore. And in a few years, I think they're going to have HDR down correctly. You'll see 4,000 nit displays that can properly show you HDR. Maybe OLEDs will be much more affordable if they're 75 or 77 inch. Right now, a 77 inch OLED's like 27 grand. The Sony Z is an amazing display. I hear that it doesn't suffer from the same blur as the 65-inch variant. However, 9 grand for a TV, again, that probably has its issues. It's just not worth it to me. Especially since if I spend 9 grand on the TV, chances are I won't be able to spend it again in 5 or 6 years. So when it comes to the 900E, it's really is good enough. It does everything well. And it's really affordable, especially at the smaller sizes. Okay, guys, more videos to come. Thank you very much for the comments and the questions. Keep them coming. And I will do more videos in the next few days. Thank you.